way back to KOTOR, where we've just beaten the Leviathan. Now we're on Manaan, but before we do anything else, we have to talk to everybody in the party.
How can you possibly be Raven? The Jedi whose troops saved me on Talos. It was Raven, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side. It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example. And
yeah, about that.
Yes, that is true. I suppose you would know better than I. I will never forget what you did for me.
Technically, she's choosing to go back to the light. Raven was kind of forced. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have the tack lance now. I can actually go back to Tatooine to give it to Mission's brother.
Hey there, what can I do? It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right? I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Taris.
Alright. Talk to Candace.
Yeah, what do you want? This thing with... Is there... Water... The thing is... But the Mandalore are not as weak and fragile as your Republic and Sith warriors. Both in our wars and in our own personal combats, there are... You have any... Yeah, what do you... Working for Davik was like driving a spike through the side of your head. Sure, you got something new in there, but in the end, you've lost something as well. Beating up people who wouldn't or couldn't pay, strong-arming his competitors, killing who he said. It was busy work, nothing decent. Assassin, mercenary, those are names people give guys like me who do the killing to make us seem better or worse in their eyes. I've killed many people. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I have. Criminals, competitors, businessmen, police... Women, children, Jedi were a better challenge, but they hardly ever poked around in the Undercity, until you came along. But I never wanted to challenge you. Never felt the need. Maybe I knew I couldn't win, just like all those years ago. Yeah, probably. You probably would have beaten me again. Maybe you would have. But you're not who you were back then. I can tell. You've changed. And maybe I have to. I remember a time when I could do anything I wanted. Kill, maim, murder, it was all the same to me. But now that I am older, I can look back and regret. I look back and regret all the chances I had as a warrior. And then all the chances I've had since then. I shouldn't be getting like this. Not when so many other things are happening, but... It feels like something has changed inside and I don't know what it is. This is unbecoming a warrior. Let's get on with everything before I start getting sentimental or something. Is there some...
Right, HK-47.
HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy. I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned. Observation. You may be right, Master. This way we are reunited, and neither of us has suffered permanent termination. Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life that is unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it. Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew. Commentary. Your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then. Answer. No, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Star Forge's secrets.
Would have been too easy if you did. Why the meatbag references?
Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration. Observation. Of course you do, Master. You did then as well.
That'll be all, HK. Alright, just Jolee next.
Got something on your mind, do you? You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Oh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha. No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was. No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall. I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand. Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? What, are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1 billion to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. Got something.
Anything else?
Manaan's an unusual place.
No.
Not for its water, mind you. It's the KOTOR, healing juice. Only place where it occurs in the galaxy. and that's about all I... Oh, I get it. Let's play... Got something.
Alright, I think that's everybody done now. Let's explore Manaan. So basically Kolto is the, like you said, healing juice is what they use before they use Bacta. Right, actually, I want to just bring... I'm going to bring Teeth. Well, I'm just going to bring Jolee on me with me for now. Juhani has a bug where if her messenger shows up for her companion quest, until you finish your quest, nobody else shows up. Okay, what was I upgrading for? What's force powers?
What?
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Let's deal with Manaan is that both the Sith and the Republic are here.
Yeah,
it's half and half.
Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere. Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether. You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
And the Republic and Selkath will stay here.
By staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything... Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us peacefully. Not hardly. Just look in their eyes. You can see they'd like nothing more than to kill each and every one of us. Personal-like. There's nothing we can do, though. The Selkath want to maintain their neutrality, and they enforce it very... So, we just have to... It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here. The Selkath think that by staying... Well, but is there any...
Alright, I think that's the end of that conversation.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant...
Bye. Alright, let's start going. Yeah, neutral world, Sith, and... Wait, what? Oh, I got to go. west. Sith and Republic are here, so we're going to see a lot of people about to start duking it out. And we can't raise a finger to duke it out ourselves, or else we get everyone else in trouble. What's up, guy? Alright, he knows we're revving. He's not exchanging, he's insulted when you think that.
Tak, bis tu bonko koki magbanka. Kuyami juz chikata na patogaya. Shagji locha wana wama? Kava volpa mul manaman atota.
So basically bribed a bunch of Sith to get information.
Jong no bunka tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Ka chikun ida hodong. Tong abog sha umina. Kava dumpa ku palia mukapata. Punana chak tolpa da pongwale gando na gugu chuchut. We tam boratong abo.
Alright, we got a new merchant. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to have Jolee with me for this side quest, so screw it. I'm gonna bring in Juhani. Where's the map?
Yes?
Alright, just get her level 2 that. Level 34 speed. Upgrade her dex. Skills, powers. Now I can get her Force Wave.
Sure.
What's in here? Oh, docking bay. It's a docking bay. Alright, I'm just gonna exit and then re-enter the docking bay to see if I can get their stuff to start. If not, we might need to leave and come back. Though there is a side quest that starts on Manaan that I'll have to get everyone else out of the party, but it involves going to all the other planets to do some killing. Yes. I'm just trying to see here. I can get. There we go.
What the hell is your kind doing here? Bad enough I have to deal with all these other idiots, but now there's a stinking KOTOR on this world too?
I have as much right to be here as you do, sir.
Yeah, do like the Jedi tells you and back off. Your people are pathetic. It's no wonder we crushed your world so easily.
What? What do you know about my world?
I know enough that... Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar somehow.
What? You?
This doesn't concern you, Jedi trash. Now where could I have... No, he's dead, and she likely is too.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I was wrong. Still, I think a specimen like you would be a nice addition to my collection. So, what would it take, Jedi, for you to sell your pet here to me? Now don't be so selfish. We both know KOTOR aren't real people anyway. The females make amusing pets, but the males should be put down like the animals they are. I remember one time on Taris.
What? What did you say? What did you do on Taris, you scum?
put one of you down like the animals you are. So easy. Then I saw one of the females on the auction block.
Well, they were the only KOTOR, so this guy's an asshole.
It was you.
What? Me? Oh, now I recognize where I've seen that face before. You were the little KOTOR I was going to purchase. But those Jedi came and stole my pet away from me. When I was fighting with the Mandalorians against the KOTOR, I developed an appreciation for these creatures. They make excellent servants if properly trained. You Jedi act all prim and proper, but inside you must feel the same way I do about the lesser
what an asshole.
human species. The Sith at least let their feelings show on the outside. Come now. Will you let your pet go? I'm sure we can come up with a price.
Yeah, how about my foot up your ass?
And I will see you dead for what you have done to my people.
Hold on a second. Don't be hasty.
I will remain calm. I am a Jedi now. My lust for vengeance must be curbed.
Yes. Say no to the dark side, but I will have you yet. Ha!
What an asshole. Yeah, so he killed her father and he was gonna buy her. And he's just the biggest racist asshole in the game, I think. Alright, take a bite. I guess it's a transition back to the Ebon Hawk, which I can't do because I'm already here. You're supposed to get him to ambush you. Okay, let's just transition back to the Ebon Hawk. There we go.
There she is. Get her, men. But remember, don't kill her.
I'm gonna shock his ass.
What is it?
You seem to have defeated me, Captain Worm. But I'll have the last laugh in the end.
What do you mean?
You may have killed me today, but I had the pleasure of killing off your species. Not everyone who fought alongside the Mandalorians did it for their stupid concept of honor. Some of us just did it for the pleasure. The pleasure of seeing your world burn.
You animal! You wretch!
But I'm beyond your petty vengeance now, girl. You can never have your revenge.
I will not give him the satisfaction of seeing me give in to the dark side.
Worm, I killed your people on KOTOR in the sky. On the ground. in their homes. I hunted them down like the animals they were, just to see them burn. But the treacherous beasts fought back and left me with injuries that meant I could never fight again. Or so they thought.
No, I will not give it to him.
I ended up in the lower city of Taris, and what did I find? A few of those stinking beasts living there. The male was easy enough to best, but the females proved elusive. I didn't know what happened to them after I killed the male, until I saw this cursed woman on the auction block. But then the Jedi came and ruined everything before I could have my revenge.
You killed my father. You killed my people. You treat us like animals. You deserve to die.
Give in and embrace your hate. You're no better than me. You're nothing.
She's alive.
Help me, please. Do not let me give in to my anger again.
Your kind always were weak-minded.
No, I will not do this. He may die, but it will not be out of my vengeance.
You coward. You weak.
And he's down for the count.
Sure.
I get free money.
That man was a beast, a monster. I am glad that the galaxy is now rid of him, so he may not harm others again. I do regret, though, that he did not die by my hand. I know, but must I always fear the lure of the dark side? It was for the best. I am glad that you stood by my side during this. We should continue our journeys now. No reason.
Okay, I'm actually going to go back to Kashi. Well, I'm actually just gonna go back to another planet just to get Jolee's thing to activate, because that'll be the last companion quest then. Because it is on Manaan. So, I should have just left the Ebon Hawk as soon as we got on Kashyyyk. It has to be one of the planets. Can't be with a starport. Can't be thing. Fuck. And then there's this. I hate the spiders thing. It's annoying. There we go. Done. I swear to God, I better not be in another cutscene to do this. Alright, quick. Just bring Jolee out of the ship real quick, and then back to Manaan.
Never did I? Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on. To bed! I'm old and tired, you know. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask? So I could. Not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued. Interest? Well, I certainly don't have a vested interest. Call it more idle curiosity. Your destiny is rather unclear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear.
That's supposed to be the hints that you've
probably got
Revan and
enough
whatnot.
nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick. Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can be all bad. Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day. Nonsense. If I ever refuse to help you when you ask, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo! Got something.
Alright, let's start. Come on, give me the option. I hope doing Juhani stuff did not break it. Let's just go to the Great Walkway and walk back to the Abbot Hawk. I do have a save point though from before Manaan anyway. Well, actually before I left the ship, so I can just use that. Just want to get Jolee stuff done.
Got something.
Okay, maybe it was a waste of time coming to Kashyyyk. Let's go. Okay, let's just go to Manaan and then get this started. There's swoop racing, so I can just do that. There we go. Don't have to do any shooting anyway. Soup.
Got something. Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. Besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact. Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolee Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career. Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade. Oh, it was. I was a half-decent pilot in those days, and with the Force guiding me, we made it through some tough spots nobody else would have. Pilot, smuggler, several other things too. Or did you suppose I was always a crotchety hermit? Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day well, that was the day I met my wife. No, that was a good memory. There are just much worse ones that followed. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies. Got something?
Alright. It's more of his backstory. Let's leave the ship and see if we can get his one. This stupid thing to activate. No, I want to bring Jolee with me. Let's bring HK with us. No, I'm gonna bring Zalbar. I haven't brought Zalbar with me for what at all. I can also give him the Bracca's blade.
What?
Nope, no update to Jolee. Damn it. Oh well. Welcome to Manaan. KOTOR smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any processed KOTOR, you better have a permit. Keep the peace. God, it's a beefed up droid. Right. West Courtyard. And we've lost Jolee.
And
Yes?
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sundry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolee. Sundry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
I guess I did need to find a messenger, or maybe I already did get the messenger.
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sundry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sundry now?
Sundry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sundry. Somehow.
Sundry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath...
Don't worry.
Alright, let's find the courts.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake.
This world has a lot of
soldiers
talking.
of the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Okay. Let's those diplomats talk to us. Be the arbiter to help defend Sundry.
I suppose you're Sundry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
Investigate and organize the defense. We've seen Lima Hotel leave behind a dead Sith woman, Elasa Horos. He's been charged with murder and is held hostage.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Right, first things first. Let's go talk to your wife. Right, talk to the wife. My
I
wife.
hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sundry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Just tell me everything you know.
He's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered this Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman. I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sundry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sundry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask.
Right then, that's that. Now let's go find the cantina. Well. Public high mercs more than usual.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong and you might...
Okay. Traveler. I'm stuck. Dalbach, please. Iridorian merc.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Jolee can help you. They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Jolee believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Here.
Iridonian, they are... They're one of the Zabraks. Mandalorian mercs. Alright, this is to help find missing Selkath youth. Many Selkath have vanished, human, most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. Due to Sunday leave this planet, my own daughter Shasa is among those who have disappeared. The Sith are doing it. Alright, I'll look into the disappearance. I'm looking for a guy. That's the guy I'm looking for.
Hey, you hear the news? Seems that the Sith bombed some Jedi base on Dantooine into asteroid dust. Ain't that a ride? The Jedi are supposed to protect the galaxy. They can't even save their own sorry selves. Oh, really? Well, then, Jedi, you must know about the Manaan laws about keeping the peace, so you just keep that lightsaber where it is. But there ain't no laws against gambling, and since you're a Jedi, I don't have to worry about you cheating. So...
I want to ask a question,
boy. I
boy.
prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn my back on an opportunity. What do you expect when a Sith spy and a Republic war hero are having an affair? Anyone could see it would end ugly. Oh, so you didn't know about Sundry stepping out and his wife. Well, it may have been a secret to some, but I'm not blind. I should have charged you for that juicy tidbit. But I figured anyone investigating the murder would have already figured that out by now. Okay, you got a freebie out of me. But that's all I know about Sundry and his hot Sith side dish. You done wasting my time?
Alright, well, let's get that talk. I'm looking for a guy named Ignis. Alright, I don't see anybody else named Ignis in here. Let's go to the hotel. Let's see what we can find there. The better question is, where the hell is the hotel? Map. Oh, that was the Mercenary Enclave. That wasn't even the Cantina. Where the hell's Cantina then? Cultural Distribution Center. That's the only thing about Manaan is that until you get the full map, it's kind of hard to see where you're going. Alright, East Central. Was it East Courtyard? I didn't catch. I was. We got.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Oh, no, that's those two. Also, I think that Rhodian right across me, he is for the Genhadan. It's a general store. Public Embassy. Where the hell is the... I should have pulled up a map for Manaan. This is the way to the Sith. Okay. God damn it, Jolee. Ain't hey now, buddy.
Yes?
Sure.
We'll just use the Albar to get out.
Yes?
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkat laws. Typical Republic cowards.
Idiots. Wait. Oh, that's Swoop Van. I guess the not Enclave, fuck. The Cantina's this way. I just gotta find that stupid. Oh, this is a swoop area. Where the hell is the hotel?
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Damn it. I pulled up a map. I was right. The hotel, I was thinking the hotel was in the side corner area. It's not, it's right next outside the Republic Embassy. I wish there was a terminal somewhere I could use to get the, there we go. Hotel.
You're the one defending Sundry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sundry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sundry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No way I'm lying. What? Why the hell Now, is there anything else?
Alright. What do you know about Sundry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sundry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? The Sith, he can't...
I've already done this. Okay, let's go investigate the others. Glupor, no reason is not to say. Glupor tell everything about murder, everything about Sith Lady's room. He gave good money and Glupor put metal in Sith's hands. So it looks like somebody's trying to do other stuff. Right, who else we got? Bear it, man.
Selkath, you here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alasa's room, and Sundry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Sundry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith master?
Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but...
Can I go into the room and check? I can't even leave this room because it's all bar. Can I check her room? It's locked.
What? No problem. Got it.
And that med pack didn't do her any good. Okay, I think we've done everything we could do now. Now we need to... I think I need to speak to Sundry.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sundry murder trial, are you not? So this case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sundry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. Because you have no one else to trust. And if you take my advice, what if you heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to Sundry first. This is the wrong way to go. All I can say though is that I might be here on Manaan for a while. Because doing this and we're nearly an hour. And then I want to do the swoop racing. And my dad's own. Then you gotta do the Sith base and then the underground area. So yeah, we would be here a while. Yes. I forgot where I meant to go. I guess this way. Ah, that's a good snap.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter. Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Elasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sundry didn't do this.
Right then, let's go talk to Sundry. God damn it, Zabar. That's not him. That's him.
Jolee, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sundry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolee? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, you know I was having an affair with Elasa. I went there to break it off that night. But I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? Go ahead, ask. A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manaan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manaan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, At. How would they know? I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. Once you've got...
Yes?
Right then. I suppose we better actually also go to the public embassy. Let's see what everyone else can say. There's no way I'm getting into the Sith embassy though. That's good, let's just go to trial. Clear his innocence. Begin the trial. Deciding our judges Shelkar, Josa, Nada Shekar, KOTOR, Dula. Is Sundry innocent or guilty? Representing him as me. And I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. Is an impartial observer from the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see justice served. And I will see Sundry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Sworn testimony by the proprietor Ignis.
The man I saw leaving, Sundry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Though he said apparently after the shot. First witness is Firth.
You are Firth Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Objection!
Of course, Your Honor. Firth Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sundry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Did you actually see the murder, or...?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there. I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
Did you plant the metal? No. I have no additional questions. So basically I also have to get all three judges, at least 3 judges up to 3 points. So you need to get, all judges have a point system to it depending on what you ask, and you need to at least get 3 judges with plus 3 points. If I get all 5 though, it'd be better.
Glupor the Rhodian, You were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sundry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
All judges lose 1 point automatically after this guy asks us questions.
This is clear, then, that Sundry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Did you see him kill her? Glupor did not see. Again, the medal. Did you plant the medal?
Don't do it, Glupor.
Glupor paid by Sith.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Glupor wonky.
No more questions for this guy. He doesn't think Sundry committed the crime. Sundry is not the killer. Cannot make my decision. I do not believe. Elora.
You, Elora, are Sundry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sundry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
No further questions.
I wish to call forth Sundry himself, Your Honors. Are you a war hero, Mr. Sundry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa on my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the...
Alright, let's see. How did she get a hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution
I think Korriban would like to... Have you been to Korriban? You so much as leave your shoes untied, they kill you in Korriban. No additional questions. He believes to now commit the crime, not the killer. Alright, I've got 3 so far. Now, closing arguments.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sundry was having an affair with Elasa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sundry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
No one actually witnessed the murder.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room. The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
What should I do now? Nah, those two are all hearsay. My arguments are complete. And he is innocent.
Your Honors, no!
Oh, Sundry, I'm so glad.
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as... I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Got something on you. Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. But that has little to do with the law, doesn't it? A sad state of affairs, that. I don't want to...
So basically, he actually did kill her. He found out she was a spy, so he shot her. And that's why he killed her. She was spying on him. So, wait, wrong one. Let's actually have a look here. It was not Jolee, Juhani, quest for the start, Western Cash Candrish, Basta. Okay, that's that done. Like that, call it there. Yeah.